We did get into a few nothing burger fights. We are about to go to the arcade to have some fun just because it's a really gloomy day. We want to get out of the house and do something fun. So that's what we're doing. We are going to rack up some tickets, get some prizes. Ben and I are actually really competitive. So we'll see what we play because we love playing with Grace there too. We're originally going to go to the ice castles, but it's a little bit too snowy. We don't want to go down into the canyon when it's like this snowy. So we're just gonna do this instead and have a fun day. So yeah, come along with us.
This trip to the arcade got a lot more interesting once Devin and I got in the car and discussed a little bet that if we got 555 points that we would get a puppy today. If you watch our TikToks, you already know and saw the little spiel. So we were very focused on points. Anyways, just wanted to come on here and give that little backstory because it'll just make more sense with the other footage I have.
Grace is currently at school, so it's just us two here, and we thought we'd do a 1 month married update. So it's been a little bit over a month, but
time flies.
Time just flies. This month really has gone very fast, and I don't feel like it was like such a huge adjustment for at least myself. I don't know. Do you feel like it was huge?
Yeah, no, not. I mean, most things remain the same. Just
Yeah.
nice not to drive back and forth.
Yeah, because Devin before lived about 20-ish minutes away from this apartment, so he would make that drive a ton. So I think the biggest thing is we're saving on gas, which is nice. I think it wasn't a big adjustment just because he was here all the time, so it feels the same now. He just sleeps here, which is really nice. It's nice waking up together, stuff like that. And so one of the best things I think has been for Grace, because I know that when we would leave his house, when we were over there, he was over here a lot more than probably we were over there, but whenever we'd leave his house, she'd always cry that he wasn't living with us or could be there with us. And same with when he would leave here. Devin always tried to leave like when after she would go to sleep, but sometimes she would try her hardest to stay awake so that she could hear when he'd leave and to get him to stay longer. But so I think that has also been super nice for her, is to just have him here consistently and not have to worry about not even like the next time we would see him, because I don't think that was a worry for her, but she just didn't like when he'd leave.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah, for sure. No, that's one of the, I think the best benefits is just being here and just being able to be together, not have to have that split time. And obviously I don't know if you've talked about it before, but I work from home the majority of the time.
Alright.
And so just being here when she's getting ready for school, being here when she gets back, just little changes like that I think definitely it's benefited everybody, but definitely make her happy.
One of the hardest things for me has been trying to get into a good routine, because when he's around, I just want to chill. I don't know what it is. I think because normally he would come after work, so I'd get all of my work done when he was away, or just he was working from home at his home. And so I feel like that's been the biggest struggle, is like finding a good routine, because I just kind of want to be here and be with you.
Yeah.
And so I feel lazy lately, but I swear there's like this statistic that when you're with somebody that you love, you're more tired around them because you feel like safe, more secure. I was telling him that, but I don't know where. I did see it somewhere. I just don't know where. I feel like last week and this week I've gotten into like my journaling every morning, because that's what I used to do. And so I took like a month break from it up until like, let's say a few days ago. And so that's been really nice for me to just like get back into these things. Because I think before, whenever he was here, it was like I just wanted to spend time with him. But now that he's here all the time, I need to get back to my regular scheduled program. With that, I think with me not being in a routine, that always, I don't know why, but that's like extremely important for like my overall happiness. And so we did get into a few nothing burger fights. If you don't know what a nothing burger fight is,
meaningless.
Yeah. Had that saying for a while, like, oh, if it's a nothing burger. But you know when it is a nothing burger fight, like it's a really stupid fight, but none of you are saying it's a nothing burger fight, and this just gets turned into something else. But overall, we still love each other.
That's right.
Even though we had some nothing burger fights, just getting used to this new routine, because it was hard for me. With Grace going back to school, I think I still felt just very unproductive, and when he was here, I just wanted to hang. And that's it. And then it turned into nothing burger fights.
She also said if she would have realized how easy it was to be married, she would have done this at least 2 years ago.
I would have. So. I think there's a lot of cynical people out there that tell you it all just goes, is it downhill or uphill?
No, downhill from.
You'd think downhill's easier though. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
but
that's the same.
Yeah, that you fight more, and just like all of these things that I was really, really worried about.
Who's telling her all this, but they might not be that happy.
But at the same time, I think it's like, for us and like our relationship, I feel like there was like serious conversations we had to have around year 3 and 4, because we've been together for about 5.5 years. And I feel like we already went through that period of time where it's a little bit uncomfortable in this sense, like you have to have those uncomfortable conversations. But since we already went through that, like I don't feel like anything has changed. It's just, so if anything, it's gotten better, because there's like less coordinating we have to do. Like, oh, when are you coming over today? When am I going over there? And so that has felt so nice that we don't even need to think about that anymore. Overall, like I wish I would have known and could tell myself like it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, and to just marry him. I think that I had a lot of times where I felt ready, but then I would scare myself all over again of the logistics. Like if he had like anytime I would phrase it like, hey, you want to like spend the rest of our lives together and like hang out every day, I'd be like, yeah, of course, I'm down. But there was something very intimidating about legality, the legality of it all. That was very, very scary to me. I think a lot of it was from my past relationship. From that experience, I learned that people can kind of say really great things, but it takes like action behind your words, if that makes sense. And I was scared that maybe Devin was just feeding me all the words I wanted to hear. And I knew he wasn't, but it was still this little fear behind it all. And so, yeah, but it has been so great. We want to add another addition to our family, which is a puppy. We're just excited. We're super happy. One of our next like biggest goals is to obviously buy a home. I think that's probably one of our number one priorities. That's the update.
That's right.
I wish it was more exciting to say. Okay, so that is it for this video. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.